What's going on for you and how could I help?
I took the LSAT last year, and it wasn't the score that I wasn't too happy with the score because I would like to get a scholarship, or a little something because I would like to go to school out of state, and I know that that's a little bit tougher. I live in California and I would like to go to school in New York. So I just really would like to boost it up to just, where my personal statement, my application as an entirety is able to go really well with my LSAT score, and they can give me as much money as possible so I can move over there without having to be in debt for a long time. So that's pretty much the big one.
Sure. So you've got your why, you have your motivation. What's the biggest challenge you see standing in the way right now with the LSAT?
It's mostly working. Since I work, a full 9 to 5 job, it's been kind of staying motivated, especially like after I come home from work. And I've been watching a lot of motivational videos and motivational speeches, because, like the one that you had sent me was extremely helpful. It really, like, I took it into like my everyday kind of life, and it says like you have to want it so bad, like you want to breathe. And I'm like, yeah, like that's how bad I need to want this to be able to like push myself, even though I'm tired after work and I would like to just unwind. I kind of just have to get ready, start studying, work out, and then start it all over again the next day. But I think that, yeah, like staying kind of motivated to keep studying for the LSAT is a little bit difficult for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's that balance. So you have the distant goal, you have the short-term motivation boost that you need to keep coming along. So I know
Mhm.
that you mentioned you watched that video, you got the playlist. Did you watch it once or is it like an everyday kind of thing?
I think I watch it about 3 times a week now.
Cool.
Just whenever I'm feeling a little like low in energy, I either watch that video or I like listen to motivational speeches on Spotify. And sometimes I listen to those like right before I'm about to start studying. I work out, so that's all I listen to, and I stay like pumped up. So like the workout doesn't even make me tired. Like I'm still pumped up like to study. And then right after I finish working out, like I study. And so it's been really helpful to like watch it and like just like keeping myself like mentally motivated. So it's
Right.
been really helpful.
Awesome. What about some other more LSAT specific things like coming to the live classes inside the course or working through the study plan? Where are you on those?
So the study plan has helped a lot, and actually that one-on-one with like other students has been extremely helpful. And I'm able to just share with them like, the insecurities that we all share. We all have that in common, and we all are pushing each other. So I think that that's really helpful as well. And if somebody doesn't understand something, at least one of us is bound to understand it, and they're able to explain it so we all understand it. And then we don't move on unless we all understand it. So that's been really helpful too.
That's excellent. Yeah, the live study groups are
Hmm.
huge, but hugely beneficial to connect students with each other and to form that community that holds you accountable and
Hmm.
keeps you moving forward. So I'm really glad that you've built those relationships. That's important.
Yeah, I really, really appreciate them, and we share each other's personal statements. Like we've created a friendship, which I'm really like grateful for, because in the end, it's like other people may understand, may try to understand what you're going through, but no one's gonna understand what you're going through like the people who are actually going through it with you.
Exactly, exactly. And that's one of the big benefits of these personal statement workshops I've been running as well. I don't know if have you
Mhm.
had the chance to attend any of those?
Yes, so I went to the one on Thursday, yeah, Thursday, this past Thursday, and I wrote down so many notes. I have written my personal statement over and over again, and then the notes that I took, I was like, okay, I have to stop trying to like make it fit to what everybody wants it to be, but I just need to like put my story out there and say what I need to say, and just fix whatever I need to fix, and then just move on. Because if I'm like just focused on this one thing, I'm not going to be able to move on with my application. And I think that that's like, it's an important factor, but it's not the most important factor. I have to be good in all of the areas regarding the application.
Exactly. Yeah, great. And so feel free, once you have a draft that you feel good about, feel free to send it in and we'll cover it in an upcoming workshop and you'll get
Oh
feedback
yes,
from me and from
most
others.
definitely. Most
Yeah.
definitely. I was talking to somebody and they were trying to convince me to send it to you already, and I was like, I'm not ready. And they're like, just do it. That's the point, just send it in and he'll fix it and he'll help you fix it. And everybody else will give like their ideas to help you fix it. So I think that's what's really helpful too.
That's the idea. You're getting support from me and from the entire community to help you
Mm-hmm.
make it as compelling as possible. And so
Mm-hmm.
whenever you feel ready, I mean, we're only in July now, so you've got some time, but
Yeah.
don't delay too long, because you also
Yes.
will give you feedback and you'll incorporate that into your next draft.
Yes, yes. And I would also have to send it to, other people to read it and to see what their point of view is, which is, it's a little nerve wracking to like put my story out there and share it with just anybody. But I mean, it's time to like open the book, I guess you can say, and just like start letting people into like that part of my life, and just, getting feedback, I think, is the most important thing. So it could be as best as it can be.
It really is. And it also helps others to write their personal statements too. Seeing how much
Yeah.
that you open up, they can feel inspired to do the same.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, now I do.
Benefits of the group and the community. Yeah, excellent. So what else could you use support with?
I think that like the reading comprehension, I know that that's like really specific in the LSAT, but I know that you're not supposed to read it entirely, but I like to take my time to read it, and sometimes I reread it, and I know that that's like a super waste of time. And with the digital LSAT, I know it's way easier because now I can highlight stuff. Which I didn't have that option when it was paper, but it's been like focusing on that specifically. It's just like, I feel like when I read the questions, I have to go back, and I don't know, maybe like refix or relearn how to do this, or like how to read it. So I don't have to keep going back to the prompt and rereading it again to answer the question.
Yeah, definitely. It takes time. And so there's the different levels of reading where on the one hand you have speed, you have to get through it in a certain time frame, but also there's comprehension and there's retention and there's different techniques and drills that you can use to improve that. What if you, as an exercise, simply read the passage and then solved the questions without being able to go back? Obviously, that is difficult and it will take a lot longer that way, and the accuracy might not be as high, but you'll still learn something from that process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try that. I feel like I'm a little bit nervous to do that and a little bit scared, but the one thing that I've been trying to do also is doing it untimed, because whenever I do it timed, I get like really stressed out, and I'm like just trying to, and I've never done an untimed, just a plain reading comp section. So that one has been a little bit, this has been a little bit like nerve wracking. I think it's the one where I struggle the most. Like, I'm good with logic games and analytical reasoning, but that one's the one where I like get stumped and I get really nervous. And, I'm like, I wish this part wasn't in the exam, but it's something that I have to go through.
It is, and you'll get there with time. And so for now, I would say watch the Reading Comprehension Foundation course lesson videos, watch the Reading Comp Masterclass, and then join class tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're doing a class specifically on reading comprehension review. And so I'm going to go in depth on the strategy I mentioned for you with the drilling, as well as several other similar ones that you can just kind of pull out to play around with, different ways of interacting with the passages, not just doing individual time sections. There's more than that, where you can get different angles or insights into your understanding of how you're approaching it.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm ready. I'm enrolled. I have it on my calendar. I'm excited to be able to do this. So that's like the one thing I can, like, once I master it, I can move on and just polish the next ones. And I think I'd be ready to like kind of like dominate the LSAT. And I'm ready for the August one. So it makes me nervous, but I'm also excited to be able to go through this like process one more time. The last time, fingers crossed.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like you're giving it your all. You're showing up to class. You're going to the study groups. So yeah, keep it up. And before we sign off, what would you say is the biggest insight you got from our call today?
I think just kind of reminding myself to stay motivated and that I can do this. That has been a little bit tough, being, a first generation student from high school to, higher education, that I can do this and that I will do this. And, it is something, possible, and it's something that I can reach for without having to struggle too much.
Excellent. Well, Thanks for showing up so powerfully today, and I'll see you in class soon.
Great. Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.